December 23rd, there is a day of reckoning in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to continue Riyadh season. A huge night coming up. A galaxy of stars, world champions, contenders will all descend upon the Kingdom Arena in Saudi Arabia, the second boxing event of this Riyadh season, and we cannot wait for this one. The co-main events, the return of the former two-time unified world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua, taking on Sweden's tricky tall southpaw Otto Wallin, and in co-main event status, the return of the long-reigning, hard-hitting former WBC world heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder, taking on former WBO world heavyweight champion, the reignited Joseph Parker. But as you can see from this top table here, there's so much more than that. There's so many fights here that could just headline their own event. Top to bottom, this may be the most talent-laden, strongest card ever put on in the history of boxing. That is what we're dealing with here.
I would like to thank His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh for making this event, which is in the Riyadh season, possible which will showcase the best in boxing, along with the General Entertainment Authority of Saudi Arabia. Another person I would like to personally thank for opening the door to this huge opportunity for boxing is the Gypsy King, the #1 heavyweight in the world, Tyson Fury. A big thank you to all of Team Seller, led by Dr. Rakan. Spencer Brown's Gold Star Promotions, our team at Queensbury, for putting this all together under a huge pressures to get 16 fight contracts for these type of fights together and done quickly is really, really hard, and it takes an incredible amount of work and dedication to do it. I thank you all. In addition to this historical moment for world boxing, all under the vision of His Excellency, 16 fighters across all of these fights, in addition to the Queensbury and Gold Star and the 12 co-promoters in this event. This is historical. It is a game changer. And you know what changed the game? The first fight we did opening Riyadh season. That was the key to the door. That has changed the whole face of boxing, and this could be the norm, and I believe it will be the norm. We're going to see these great fights. We're seeing people, all like-minded, working together now. We're all working together to make these fights happen. And you know why we're doing it? We're doing it for the fans, because they're the ones who count. These are great fights. These are the fights that the world wants to see, and we will be delivering them on a regular basis. And it's all down to this man sitting up there. His vision has made this happen. Make no bones about it. He has made this happen, and we're delighted to all be a part of it. And I think I'll speak for all of us from that perspective.
Yeah, firstly, Dev, thank you. It is surreal. I think it shows you the vision and the strength and the plans of His Excellency. Thank you very much for asking our fighters to be part of this incredible event. I think Frank touched on it earlier, collaboration. We all want the sport of boxing to grow. We have our rivalries, we're competitive, but we also want the best opportunities for our fighters.
First, I want to say, we got to wake this crowd up. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Brother Turkey, for putting on this event. Frank Warren, George, for working diligently behind the scene and making it happen. Brother Spencer Brown, for really putting this together. And thank you, Daniel Dubois, for being the dummy to sign the contract, because I'm going to beat your ass. Listen, man, proof is in the pudding. When I talk that shit, but I back it up every time. So if it's a kickboxing or boxing, I'm going in there and I'm gonna rip his head off. You know, there's a saying we have in New York. I mean, if you don't like vulgarness, cover your ear. We smell bitch in them, and once the bitch is in you, it ain't going nowhere. He quit against Joy Joyce. He got beat up and knocked out by a jab by Usyk, and those are small guys. I mean, Joy Joyce is big, but he ain't Big Baby big. So I'm telling you something, when you find a mean guy like me that's throwing 80 punches around, got a good chin, don't quit, come forward, I'm kicking his ass, and I'm sending him to early retirement, plain and simple.
Okay, well let's
your mama too.
Let's actually bring in Daniel Dubois here. Daniel, you've just heard a lot of comments there. He says he's going to kick your ass. He's talked about doing all sorts of things to you on December 23rd. How does that sound?
Excited for it, you know, this is it. Big time boxing, baby. I want to chop that tree down, and that's what I'm planning to do.
Jarrell, what do you think of Daniel Dubois?
If shit had a twin, it'd be his face. It's plain and simple. I mean, listen, bro. Like I said before, we can talk the talk and walk the walk. I talk and I back it up. Like I said, I think the new trainer put the battery in his back, try to motivate him to get in there with the likes of me. You know what I mean? He was scared to fight Joseph Parker. I heard Joseph Parker move too much for him, so he don't want to chase him around. So he thought because I'm inactive, he gonna fight a big guy like me. But I come forward and I'm just mean, hungry. And like I said before, there's nothing he's gonna do to me that's gonna bother me. I'm gonna hit him with everything in the kitchen sink, and I'm gonna send him back to his trainer, and I'm gonna tell him, I told you so. So listen, plain and simple, come December 23rd, I'm gonna kick your stuttery ass. Watch.
Daniel, any response to that? That's
Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. I'm ready for it. I'm motivated for this fight. And you know, after that fight and the emotions that fight stirred up in me, I'm up for it. And I want to really go
You're
over
gonna make
for
him
this
pay?
one. Hey?
You're gonna make him pay for it?
Oh yeah.
Good. Good, that's what we want.
His promoter gotta hype him up because he over there, he's stealing a bag of chips over there, boy. Listen, man, I'm telling you right now, man, I'm gonna fry your ass. Anybody, once I kick his behind, I'm gonna buy everybody fish and chips in here. Bet my word on that. And Frank, we gonna talk long term. Don't worry, after I cook your boy. I feel bad for you for putting that money behind that dude. It's a wrap.
We will see.
Jarrell, I just got one more for you because you have a kind of hostility with a number of heavyweights. I've seen recent things with Deontay Wilder. Of course, you were scheduled at one point to fight Anthony Joshua. Do you have anything to say to anyone else up here?
Oh, they can all kiss my black ass. Deontay and AJ. I don't like none of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm trying to say? But one thing I can tell you is that after I finish with Dubois, I definitely want Manuel Chark because he got that belt. Them dudes got losses, and there ain't nothing over there for them belts right now. But I tell you one thing though, we all know for a fact that AJ don't want no smoke with Deontay.
Shut the fuck up.
And even though,
Start with me, don't start with me. You know I'll come over there and slap you, and I see you brought your mum here again.
Kick your ass last time.
I see you brought your mum here again because you need a rep page.
Boy, shut up. You're
Don't
not built
forget
like that. But like I was saying, we all know that AJ don't want no
Fucking
smoke with Deontay. As much as I don't like Deontay, I know Deontay will put that motherfucker in the grave. So I'll make it easy for you. Either you can fight Deontay and go to the grave, or fight me and go to the hospital. Either way, you can get your ass whooped. So pick your poison. So let's stop all that talking. Take Eddie Hearn out your ass and pick somebody that really can fight. Either me or Deontay, one of us Americans whoop your ass. Stop running over your English muffin.
You are not doing nothing.
Listen, bro. You softer than baby
You are not
shit.
doing nothing to me. Watch your
You
mouth.
let my little cousin
Filler,
get the reason.
watch your mouth.
You softer than
Watch your
baby
mouth.
shit.
I'll come over
Stop
there and
running
I'll
from me.
slap you.
Stop running
Watch
from
your mouth.
Deontay. Man the fuck up and fight somebody with a heartbeat, bro. Shut up.
I'm so happy. I just coming off the great win with Gassiev. It was 5-6 weeks ago now. I did not expect to fight once more this year, but this is really amazing. I'm coming off of that win. I'm in a great position. I'm a promotional free agent. I'm ranked number 2 with the IBF, so I'm really on top of the world. Getting this fight, I'm so ready for it. I've been waiting for it for a long time, and I'm just so happy and blessed to be in this position.
You've boxed before in the amateurs. Anthony Joshua won that fight. You've sparred countless rounds as well. Can you take anything away from what you already learned about Anthony Joshua?
Well, I think we both have a good idea of each other. I think that I fought him when I first started boxing, pretty much. I didn't have many fights. He didn't have many fights. We fought. I lost a close decision. We fought again a couple years after, England versus Sweden. He won a close decision again. Then we sparred in 2016 before he fought Charles Martin. And I think, honestly, Joshua, he was on his way up. He's a very good fighter. He was a very good fighter at that time also. And, you know, I pretty much feel like he had his peak maybe around 2018. Joshua, he deserves a lot of respect. He's done a lot for himself. He comes from humble beginnings to really conquer the division for some time. But now I feel like he's on his way down, on his way out, and I'm going to help him with that, and I'm going to win this fight.
Anthony, an iconic night, a historic night. You're no stranger to these sorts of nights. Tell us your feelings heading into this one.
Why isn't Eddie asking me questions? You're my promoter.
Eddie, would you like to ask Anthony a question?
Thank you. AJ, a massive moment for you, 6 weeks out.
Yeah.
People talking about you've peaked, people talking about this might be.
People talking about I peaked have never even seen what a peak looks like in their whole career, so I don't know what they're talking about, number one. Secondly, I want to thank His Highness Turkey and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for putting a phenomenal card together. And I'm looking forward to delivering my message to Otto Wallin on December 23rd.
Obviously this time around, short notice, 3 fights in 1 year, that was the plan when we set off for 2023.
Yeah.
You're going to deliver that, and it could lead to a huge 2024, but everybody talking about future fights just purely focused on Otto Wallin, December 23rd.
Yeah. I can't predict the future, but I know where I want to go, I know what I want to do, and I'm sticking to that plan. I set out a plan at the start of this year, and I'm sticking to that. I'm a man of my word. I stand firm on what I believe, and I believe I'm going to be 3-time heavyweight champion of the world. And my first stop to that in getting in the rankings is putting on a demolishing job against Otto Wallin.
And finally, sorry Dev, finally,
Crack on.
your third fight in Saudi Arabia, back to Riyadh. I know every time you've been, it's been an incredible,
phenomenal
experience, incredible Riyadh season. We saw a breathtaking production, an event with Fury against Ngannou.
Yeah.
Excited to get back to the kingdom.
100%. When my family heard we was going back to Saudi, my phone started ringing off. When can we get tickets? When can we book flights? They get treated real nice when they go there. I'm focused on my fight, of course, but my whole family, my community is going to be out there. There's going to be 100 of us strong, and it's going to be a really good time to be in Saudi Arabia. So if this is the first time you're hearing it, make sure you get booked up to head out to Saudi Arabia. December 23rd, it's going to be big, and I don't think we've ever seen a card like this before.
And just definitely finally, when we sat down in that meeting with His Excellency, just on Monday night, the vision that we saw, the passion that we saw for boxing, something that we all share.
100%. So this isn't a one-stop shop. This is what I like about the vision, is that there's a map, a roadmap with checkpoints, and I can't wait to get to the final destination. So as I said, this is my first stop, and December 23rd, I'll deliver that message, and I'll be on my way again onto the next bigger and better opportunity in 2024. I'm fully focused on this fight. I'm determined to win, and I'm determined to get back to my peak, if that's what they want to call it.
Firstly, thank you to those involved for putting on this event. Excellency, Spencer Brown, Queensbury, trainers, Andy Lee, George Lockhart for the work that we've done so far, big man Tyson Fury for all his help. And we've made a decision at the beginning of the year to keep busy. And this is the 4th fight in the year. And it's a fight that really excites me. I'm excited for this fight. You know, throughout my career, I've never went away from big fights and big opportunity. And this fight with Wilder, I'm ready for it. You know, I know we're here doing what we need to do, but I can't wait to get back into camp and put in work for this fight. I respect Wilder, respect Malik Scott as trainer and everything that they've done in boxing, but he's in my way. I know what I can do, and I'm here to win.
And Joseph, you have been in camps with Tyson Fury, who was preparing for Deontay Wilder. What have you taken from those camps, if anything?
You know, I rely on Andy Lee, my trainer, to give me advice and to come up with a plan, but Tyson has a lot of advice as well and knowledge on Deontay Wilder, being the person to beat him, also fighting him 3 times. So I'm going to lean on Tyson Fury in this camp.
Well, look, one of Tyson's advantages was he was just so big. He maybe 50 pounds heavier at times. What are your advantages over Deontay Wilder?
So you're going to see December 23. I feel like in my career, sort of went down a bit, but I got a spark back. You know, and I'm going to come in for a lot of movement, a lot of speed. What was that?
Lights out.
Okay.
Nice. Lights out.
For you.
When people come to see heavyweight boxing, they come to see excitement. But most of all, they come to see knockouts. And one thing for sure, you know, when I come, that's what I come to deliver. You know, and come December 23rd, I'm coming to do the same thing. I'm on the same mission, you know, to regain my title back and to unify the division. That's my main goal. I got everything I want and need in life. But to come back and to finish what I started, it's gonna mean everything to me. To just put that little icing on the cake with everything else that I've accomplished, the stature that I have, and many more things that will come in the future.
What do you think of Joseph Parker? This is a fight that was talked about a few years ago when you were WBC World Champion, he was WBO World Champion. It could have been a unification at that time. You were linked to fight then. What do you think of him?
Well, many times throughout my career, I didn't have the opportunity to have unification fights. I've delivered opportunity to guys, but the energy hasn't been returned back to me. for various reasons. But, you know, God is good at the end of the day. And with Joseph Parker, you know, I think highly of him. He's an amazing human being, you know, as a man. And he's a great fighter as well. And it's going to be a remarkable feeling to finally be able to share the ring with him once and for all.
Well, Deontay, I've heard you refer to your power as a blessing and a curse. What does that mean?
I mean, it's a blessing because I have the ability to knock a single man out with one punch. You know, this is something that's been with me all my life, not something that's just been developed. And the curse has been that I'm able to do that. It allowed people to shy away from me, to become fearful of what may happen, you know, when they fight against me. And sometimes that can be harmful to the business of boxing, because as fans, they just want to see the best fight the best, no matter what, win, lose, or draw. And that's what it should be about. All these fighters up here, we're all warriors. And I always say it all the time, and I'll forever say it to the end of me, that we risk our lives for other entertainment. You know, and that right there is that in itself is just, I mean, it's just, you wouldn't know what it feels like unless you as a fighter and get in the ring, you know. Many people talk what they talk and they say what they say, but until you able to get in the ring and see what that feels like and go through all the training and all the ups and downs what come with that, and your personal life as well on top of that, it's a lot. It's a lot you have to deal with. It's a lot that you have to go through, but at the end of the day, man, you know, we do it for our fans, we do it for the love that we have for this business, and to take care of our families.
One thing you said there, Deontay, you said about the power being a blessing and a curse. You said it's a curse because it can make other heavyweights shy away from you. Do you think any heavyweights on these two tables have ever shied away from a fight with Deontay Wilder?
You're so messy. But, you know, hey, I don't really have to say much. Y'all done heard me many times throughout the years, what I've been saying and what I've been talking about or whatever. So I don't think that I really have to necessarily just call out anything or point out any names or whatever, you know, at this moment in time. At this moment in time, my mind is solely set on Joseph Parker. That's it.
Shut your mouth.
That is a question that I actually have as well. Thank you, Derek Chisora. Do you plan on knocking out Joseph Parker? And if so, which round? And Joseph, you should be all ears here.
That's what I come to do, you know, and that's my only mission to come to do. When I look at the heavyweight division, that's what, you know, win is a good thing. It's just like basketball, you know. I can shoot threes, I can shoot twos, but it ain't nothing like a dunk for me. You know, everybody different. Everybody got their own, you know, personal thing that they like to do, but that's what I'm known for. And not just in boxing, in real life as well, you know what I mean? So I'm glad and I'm blessed to be able to bring it to something that means something. You know, it ain't just doing it for recreational. You know, we're doing it for a purpose, a reason. We all of us uplift people, we motivate, and we inspire people. And that's what I want to continue to do, to uplift, motivate, and inspire. And if anybody get inspiration off of me knocking people out and seeing that, the excitement, that's what I'm here to do, you know. I mean well for everyone, but we have a job to do at the end of the day.
One final thing, Deontay, look, a fight that you have been linked to for so many years. I understand Joseph Parker is your next fight, but I can't ignore that I have yourself there and I have Anthony Joshua here, a fight that has been linked for so long. You talked about having to get a plane to come over here and speak to Anthony Joshua. Do you have anything to say to him here at this press conference table?
You know, it's good to be in the same room with him, to see him face to face, you know. It's been a long time coming. I wish you nothing but the best, bro. And hopefully soon we can get it on in the ring and get the people what they want, once and for all. But I wish you nothing but the best, even if it doesn't happen. But I believe it's going to happen. I believe it will. It's about that time. But even if it don't, I wish you nothing but the best, nothing less.